First off, I just want to say thank you to everyone that getting me to 10,000 views in my first month and a half on YouTube. I appreciate the community and all the support. Again, thank you for sharing, liking, and watching my videos. I appreciate it greatly. Now, on to the story. In today's story, we're going to be going over a scary, disturbing Atlantic City story that I personally had with some family members of mine when we were on vacation in Atlantic City. Stay tuned to the end because this is definitely a unique story I certainly don't want to have to ever encounter again. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate all your support, and don't forget to share on social media. Enjoy the show. Me and my family went on vacation this one year to Atlantic City, New Jersey. You know, this place is notoriously known for crime and other issues that definitely reside there. Yes, it's a great place to vacation on the boardwalk and stuff like that, but there's definitely crime and stuff like that in this area. You know, I definitely enjoy the beach and the different venues and things there, but this one year we went to Atlantic City on vacation. You guys, this is absolutely crazy what happened. So let's start off by going over the trip. You know, in the beginning, we got there, great. There was some traffic, heavy traffic and everything. But when we actually got to the hotel, we were actually at the Caesar Hotel. You know, it was actually a pretty cool area to actually be in. It had some nice decorations. You know, this was my first real big vacation outside of my own area. You know, we were going around, we were going to eat and trying all these different foods, went to a candy store on the boardwalk. You know, we were going down the boardwalk and we see a lot of homeless or people with some potential drug issues. You know, it's really sad and unfortunate. But as you got farther down the boardwalk, on the right side, it was really weird because you'd see people out farther into the actual town of Atlantic City, and you're like, this doesn't make much sense. You see all this nice and pretty all inside the boardwalk. Once you get out of it, that's when all the crime and other issues kind of lay about. But you can kind of see that actually some crimes do happen on the boardwalk, robberies and stuff like that. I've seen stories, I've actually seen it personally that time. I've seen someone's purse get snatched from them close to the edge of the boardwalk. It kind of seems like Atlantic City, just the boardwalk region, is like the safest area where the hotels are. That is a tourist destination anyway, right? So we're going down, and as we get further down the boardwalk, it kind of gets more questionable. And then, we decided to, get some gall and really just say, you know what? Let's go and just go into town. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go get some pizza or something. It's probably cheaper anyway. Well, what's a little risk gonna hurt, right? Well, I'm certainly wrong about that part. So we start walking off the boardwalk, and at this point, it's still daytime. It's of day one at Atlantic City. We were there for a weekend, and we went down, went to this pizza shop. It was like only $1 for a piece of pizza. I was like, this is great. And mind you, this was in like the 2010s, like mid 2010s. So this was a while ago. This was like pre-chaos, basically, with prices and everything else. So we're going down the towns. We're seeing like, looks like there's drug deals going on and like just crazy stuff, stuff that I'm not used to seeing in my own local area. And it's just wild to see how different cities and towns can be, in comparison. So we're going back. We actually go back to the boardwalk. We're still walking around. Then we go swimming for a while. We go see all the advertising, go walk through the casinos. And we come back out and we're like, you know what? Let's go and just walk into towns again. Let's just go. Let's just see how it goes. So we walk through the town again. We go down this one road, and it's pretty busy. And it's actually later at this point in the day. This is before we went to the Rainforest Cafe because we went there for dinner actually that night. But before we went there, which it was already late the way it was getting dark out. So let's remember that. There's this guy. He's walking down the street with a gun in the air. And he's just blabbing. He has his shirt off. His pants are falling off. Like, this guy was on something. And he was literally holding a gun in the air, screaming stuff. We had no idea what he was even saying. So we're just like, geez. And luckily, he just kind of went past us without saying anything. But we actually had to deal with that encounter of this guy with this weapon in the air. This is a very uncomfortable situation we were put in. This was just one of a few things that we saw down in Atlantic City. Let me just say it wasn't the greatest vacationing spot. I wouldn't really recommend going there. If I'm not mistaken, crime hasn't gotten any better in Atlantic City. Not from what I know from when I was last there. It seems like all the cities are kind of getting more crime, especially depending on the area you're in. It's really unfortunate because some of these places are actually really beautiful. And it just sucks to see all these different things happening to these cities that shouldn't be happening. This guy keeps going down the street and everyone's scared. Yet then there's like the normal people that been there are like whatever, this is like normal. It's like New York, just people randomly going down the street acting nuts. Different New York City is, you get seen with a gun. It's a bit different. But Atlantic City, it's just like no one's even caring. It seems like the cops didn't even care. It's like it's a normal thing in Atlantic City, which to me is just crazy. But I'm hoping eventually this guy got caught. I think someone I believe that was around this actually did call the cops and took care of the matter. But it's just terrifying. This was right behind the Caesar Hotel. Like who would have thought that going on vacation, when you have little kids and stuff, that you'd see stuff like this. Why would you want to? There's all these questions and things you can't get answers to. I know crime is high in some areas, but this is actually crazy to see this. So we go back, we go into the Rainforest Cafe, we have a wonderful dinner. It was a very unique experience. Never been there before. It was a cool like atmosphere and everything. So at least we got to enjoy some of it. And I got this big mug too from the hotel. That was pretty cool. But funny enough, actually, my cousin actually ended up using the phone in the hotel room. Actually ended up charging a couple $100 onto the bill of the hotel. And let's just say some of my family members were not happy about that experience, but it was resolved. But that was my Atlantic City experience. There was a few crimes that actually happened, but they did get taken care of. But it's just really unfortunate, like I said before, that this stuff is going on in these areas that are supposed to be safe and nice for tourists and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter story. This one about Atlantic City is definitely, more of a unique family experience. There's a lot of things, we were wondering why it happened or why did it happen that way. Just real simple though, but more of a simple, unique family story that had some crime involved that got taken care of by the police. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it, and definitely subscribe if you haven't. Share the video. I got some more scary horror stories coming up soon. And again, leave feedback in the comments. I appreciate all your support. And have a great day and a great night. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye now.